Folks, welcome to the Prepared Homestead. This is Travis. Thank you all for stopping by to watch. Out here planting a few things before the day ends and our Shabbat starts. But I wanted to get on here and talk about, well, yeah, what we've been talking about for a while, and I know many of you have grown tired of it. I can't do anything about it, so I just want to ignore it. The situation at the border is certainly not any better. Reports are coming in that Border Patrol was ordered to stand down last night. They were ordered to back away from the border, leaving only Texas National Guard and the Texas Department of Public Safety to handle things. There's videos of Border Patrol preventing reporters from filming the illegals from coming across the border and preventing, and they're also assisting. According to the video evidence, it appears as they're assisting illegals of coming across the border. This should not be a surprise to anyone. In fact, we have been warning and hearing about this for years. I want to remind you of a video. I'll put it somewhere so that you can watch it and remind yourself of this. This is that "You'll Own Nothing and Be Happy" video from the World Economic Forum. This whole theme came out back in 2016. That's like 7 years ago if you aren't good at math. Forbes magazine, Forbes.com, still has the article that the World Economic Forum wrote, most likely in part by Klaus Schwab. It's still on their website talking about this. Now, let's revisit that video, the "You'll Own Nothing and Be Happy." Because we're experiencing it, because of the economy. People aren't able to own homes like they once did. There's all kinds of talk about car ownership. People are defaulting on loans. Banks are going under. The US dollar is collapsing, but there's more to that video. If you keep watching it, the video also talks about how we won't eat meat in the future. This is all predictions by 2030. Remember, we're getting real close to 2030. Said that we won't eat meat. It'll be just a very rare thing. Only if you're really wealthy, basically. You're going to eat the bugs, right? And the Bill Gates human DNA hamburger. That's in the video, and that's certainly been happening. Another thing in the video, it talks about global climate change and how it will displace up to 1 billion refugees, and that we will have to get used to just taking on more people. It also talks about how the United States will no longer be the head of the world, the leader of the world. We're seeing that happen too, with the dollar collapsing and so much of the world turning its back on America, no longer having any fear of us. It goes on and it talks about many other things. It talks about, making artificial hearts out of a 3D printer. That's coming true. That's happening more and more. And it talks about how, you're not gonna have the normal life that you're used to because the culture of the West will fail, that it's crumbling and the weaknesses of Western culture will crumble. Well, we're seeing that too. So all this stuff with the border, stuff with World War III, all that kind of stuff that's happening, it's all been predicted. And how were they so good at predicting these things? Well, they were so good at it because they're orchestrating it. They don't have some kind of crystal ball so that they just happen to know what's going to happen 7, 8, 10 years down the road. They're in control of the situation, and they're causing these things to happen. So they knew that there was going to be, all of these people coming across the border, just like that there's happening in Europe, where we're seeing tens of thousands, if not millions of people from third world countries poured into Europe and just completely disrupting culture and civilization there. Now we're seeing that happen in North America, and it's all being planned and it's being done for a purpose. That's why Biden got into office. It's all for a purpose, folks. And we're just sitting here watching it. Are we going to be able to do anything about it? Maybe not stop it, but we can do things about it by preparing, by getting ourselves ready, because dark times are coming to this country. You can sit there and be a naysayer, you can stick your head back in the sand, but the point is that things have drastically changed in this country and will continue to do so as we live through this collapse. You need to be getting stocked up, prayed up, prepped up, and locked and loaded, because the world is changing and it's gonna run you over if you're not ready for it. Folks, you need to be getting your houses in order and preparing yourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Now to get more of these done.